I feel like no matter how many times I try to record myself, I'm bound to sound awkward. Like, why?
Why? Why?
Anyways, welcome guys. Welcome to Vente AM. This is episode 1. It's your girl, hostess with the mostest, okay? The one and the only. Ryster J, what's up? Yeah, so this is Vente AM. Welcome, what's up? I feel like y'all can hear me like cheesing like suits like stupid hard. Yeah, because I'm nervous. There's nobody in front of me, but I'm nervous. So yeah, it's episode 1. I want to have a session really quick, just a quick little venting session because I just want to get some stuff off my mind. It's honestly about this podcast, like period. Because like I'm just overthinking it. Oh my gosh. Y'all do not know how bad my overthinking is. Like it's horrible, okay? And we're going to kind of dive into that. So, get ready because you know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is,
Know that it is time to vent.
I just feel like I overthink way too much over the littlest thing ever. Like when people around me are like so chill and like make decisions like, yep. And it's stupid things in my eyes. Like I can't ever decide what I want to eat. Honestly, I do feel like that's just something wrong with my body because I truly do never know. But when it comes to deciding, I'm like, no, somebody else has to choose because if you select me to choose, we're not gonna eat at all. Like it's horrible. Some things I'm quicker to just come to a decision. Some things I will drag out. For example, this freaking podcast. So I set a release date, August 11th, right? Cool. All right. It's a whole month and some change. Like, what's going on, sis? Where you at? Where the episode's at? What's going on? And honestly, I just blame it on my overthinking that kind of just caused me to amplify the voices of fear in my life or not in my life. It's not that deep. It just amplified so many questions and overthinking. Like, honestly, I'm just like, what am I really doing? Like, how am I going to do it? How can I set myself apart from all the other podcasts? Like, who's really going to listen? Like, how can I reel them in? How am I going to do this weekly? Just all these questions that kind of just like, with every question, every step I would take back. And it just pissed me off too because I'm like, no, like I want to do this. I want to at least give this a try. Like overthinking has caused me to miss out on so many opportunities. And it just caused me to be scared of making decisions. And I hate it because it's like, not making a decision is a decision.
Point blank, period.
Okay. And I think the reason why I'm so scared of making decisions is because every decision we make has either positive or a negative outcome. There's always going to be consequences to every decision you make. It might be positive, it may be negative. You might trip up, mess up, whatever, or you might be rewarded for what you do. Just the thought of, damn, I may do something wrong, or I might choose something wrong, or I might delay whatever I have to, do. Just that thought it scares me. It scares me. Like little things like that remind me why I want to do this podcast. It's never that deep. And I have to remind myself that all the time. It's never that deep. Like, girl, why are you struggling? Why is there a whole mental battle when you're at Chick-Fil-A and you're struggling to choose what you're going to eat? Because you're going to pick that number 1 with no pickles, with fries on the side, and a lemonade with no ice. Like, why are you struggling? It's not that deep, yo. It's really not that deep. It can be the littlest things. Like, it takes me hours to get dressed because I overthink the outfit. Like, it can be a little thing as the colors are off, or this is not the right thing for the occasion. It can be little things as my friends asking me to pick out a place to eat. But it can also be as big as like, dang, do I want to switch my major? do I want to, like, what am I doing with my career? It can be those, like, I can overthink honestly to any extent, but I hate it because that causes me to procrastinate. That causes me to push things away because I don't have an answer. I don't know what I'm doing. This is an unknown territory. And honestly, no matter how old I am, what season I'm in, it's always going to be unfamiliar territory. The only time it won't be unfamiliar is when you make that decision to be consistent, to disregard the fear of being in the unknown, disregard the fear of putting yourself out there, being embarrassed, disregard the fear of not being good enough, and the fear of failing. And I think those are the things that really cause me to overthink, just not knowing where I am, or just the unknown, failing, putting myself out there and getting embarrassed, and the fear of not being good enough. But I think those all tie to just being consistent and little by little putting yourself out there, starting off small, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes a day, just performing a task. Things that I desire or dreams and aspiration that I overthink too much. Setting deadlines. I had to tell myself, yo, September 17th, you dropping this. I don't care what you talk about. I don't care if whatever. I don't care. You're dropping it, and that's that. And from there, you're going to start. That's it. Yeah, just trying to be consistent. Good things take time, okay? They take time to build. But once I know that I get good at something, then I think those fears will kind of creep out of me and just allow me to grow. Honestly, I feel like I've just accepted the fear at this point. Like, I know that I'm scared. I know that I'm being a punk. I know that this is holding me back. So what I'm going to do is just really break it down, be honest with myself, and be like realistic, and also be unrealistic too. Find that seed, which to me are those 4 fears, unroot it, dissect it, analyze it, okay? Acknowledge it, address it, and move on. Okay? Move on and just start. Just do it. You know, it could be something that is Nike, don't sue me. Anyways, it could be something as small as, I don't know, just really quick. What's the number one thing that is super small in your mind that you have been holding out on that you have not started? So now let's dive into the biggest thing, the bigger things, the dreams, the aspiration, the relationship, the friendship, the job, the career, the move, whatever it is, the financial purchase, whatever it is. Did I just say financial purchase? Like, what is that? Anyways, the purchase,
Period.
whatever it is that is causing you kind of to overthink and procrastinate due to fear, any type of fear, just really sit down and set yourself a time, make maybe like a pros and cons list. Be honest with yourself and really see why it is that you're holding out on that. Make that decision like right now, like at this very second.
Like, pause.
Like, you better have made that decision and move on with it. Honestly, decisions that we make are going to have positive and negative consequences overall, period. But I gotta really stop overthinking so much. I do. And I know that it's not as easy as saying, like, I'm gonna stop overthinking, but choosing to be like, nah, I'm gonna make a decision
Right now.
I can't let myself feel guilty over whatever I did, whatever decision I made. If I feel like I didn't do the wrong decision or the right decision, I like, it is what it is now. I just gotta deal with the consequences, the repercussions, whatever happens, okay? But that was disgusting. I don't know what that was. But yeah, like it's really not that serious, right? It is not that serious. And this is honestly just a note to myself. Like, it's really not that serious. We're young. I'm gonna say that we're young. Even though, of course, there are decisions that shape your whole life for the good or the bad, it is okay. We're in a blessed position to where if we do make those decisions, we kind of have a little bit more time to alter them or fix them or repair, whatever the case is, or accept them and work with them, adjust your life and move on with it. But I can't let this overthinking get to me for real. Like, it's something that I'm really, really working on. Y'all don't understand. Like, I'm really working on this. And if you are a heavy overthinker, I really challenge you to just like stop. Just stop it. Because that limits you in so many ways. So many things. There's so many talents that I know I have and people tell me all the time. And not to be cocky. I know it. I know my worth to an extent. That's another episode, because look, another episode. You're getting too caught up. But for those who are overthinkers, I know this is not like the typical, 5 steps to stop overthinking or whatever. This is not the typical article, blog, or whatever that will kind of guide you into how to stop overthinking. It's honestly just a realization. Maybe I'll do that next episode where I kind of just like make a plan for myself as to when it comes to overthinking and how to stop it or minimize it. But no, this is not that. No, go to Insider, go to, I don't know, whatever website, blog, magazine you read, go to that and get the steps there, or just wait till like another episode that I drop that. But this is not that. This is honestly just a realization of, look, stop overthinking. It is not that serious, and start, accept the fear, take it in. Like I said, dissect it, analyze it, whatever. But just stop that overthinking. It's only going to lead to procrastination. And honestly, that's not going to get you nowhere. Okay? Point that period. And that's really just what I wanted to vent about, and it's crazy because I feel like I've recorded episode 1 so many times with so many different messages, and none of them just felt right because it felt formulated, because I had like a guideline or an outline or a script. And I get it, podcasts are kind of supposed to have that, but this is not that podcast. We're venting. Like, no, we're just kind of just speaking what's on our noggin. That's it. And that's just what I had on my mind. I'm tired of this overthinking stuff. Stop, right? Stop. It's not that serious. I don't know how many times I have to say that. Everybody got to take a shot every single time I said this episode. Go ahead. Let me stop because I'll be passed out on the floor. Anyways, I'm going to get myself in trouble. But yeah, that's all I had to say today. All I had to vent about. I can't believe I'm actually, gonna sit here and edit this and publish it on the worldwide net. But oh well. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Before we go, you already know I gotta give the rundown. I want to give a shout out to my homegirl Dom one more time, because she's a bomb. She is supporting me on Patreon. I'm gonna support her too. I'm gonna drop her information because she does have a blog as well. She be talking about some real deep stuff. Okay, we gotta get into that. So tap into that. Of course, follow me or us or me, whoever. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point, but follow the podcast at Vent AM Podcast on IG. Okay. Yeah, this is episode 1. Like I feel bold, See, there's power in, you know what? Let me stop. We're done. We're done. So yeah. Thank you guys. Go ahead and follow us on IG. There I go saying us again. Follow the podcast on IG. Also, a little support don't hurt nobody. Go ahead and click that Patreon in the link in my bio and support me through there. But honestly, you listening is just enough support for me. I appreciate that. If you really love me, if you really want to support me, you'll drop a 5-star ratings, because I am 5 stars. Anyways, I know JJ gonna listen to this and she gonna be like, girl, you gotta stop. But I'm not. But yeah, no, let me stop because that's all the venting I have today. yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This was episode 1. It's your favorite awkward girl, Rye Esther J. And as always, stay blessed up. Don't let anybody mess with your peace. Stop overthinking. It's never that deep. And just start. All right? So peace. Until next time. Deuces.